Hi, I'm Alex McCord for RumorFix.com, discussing episode 17 of The Real Housewives of New York City, also known as Character Assassination. Shall we begin? Let's go to the House of Health, where some unhealthy things seem to be being discussed. Well, we're setting up that George is visiting his daughter Aviva in New York. Dad's talking about sex, Aviva's talking about her phobias, Aviva's being judgmental. Okay, status quo. Let's go on to the Sonja settlement aftermath scene. Now, this is an interesting trick of reality TV. When you have somebody who will not be filmed, aka Sonja's ex-husband, you bring them into the storyline by having the other person retell what happened. In this case, it gives Sonja an advantage because her husband doesn't have a voice. She gets to tell the story from her perspective. I don't think he really deserves a voice given what's been going on. Sonja was very real. She was very raw. She was devastated. I hope that for the sake of her and her daughter, she makes the right decisions and just moves forward and leaves that guy in the dust. Moving on to the finale setup scene. Interesting that Heather's getting the finale party this year. I don't know if I saw that coming, but I'm thrilled to see Jen Gilbert of Save the Date planning the party. Who better to plan a Housewives finale party than a successful event planner who has also been a housewife herself from season 3. I am so thrilled to see Jen getting what she wanted, not wanting to be right smack dab in the middle of the drama, but rather planning the parties where the drama happens. Good for her! Back in Sonja's townhouse, she invited Luann over, and for the first time in 5 years of this franchise, Luann was showing empathy. Frankly, I haven't seen that before with her kids or her boyfriends or husbands, but I saw it with Sonja. Now, Luann's been down this road before. She's had a nasty divorce, and so I think Sonja called the right person. And they took the paintings off the wall. Again, Mr. Morgan clearly wouldn't sign a release even for his likeness because his face is blurred out in the painting. I think she just needs to blur him out of her life. Okay, the Aviva and Ramona breakfast. Yow. Picking on Aviva is beginning to be like shooting a fish in a barrel. I really don't even want to do it. But Aviva was on message, being persistent. She was a dog with a bone. One thing that made me laugh at this breakfast was that Ramona used the Simon Van Kempen debate technique, which was great because I'm getting sick and tired of all the housewives using the Jedi mind trick of distraction. So what is this debate technique? Okay, Aviva was trying to make a point that she felt Ramona was enabling Sonja's drinking. Not a nice thing to say. And in the course of trying to make her point, she brought up a kind of irrelevant cliche, friends don't let friends drive drunk. Well, this debate technique is choose the weakest link in an argument, the one thing that's not quite relevant, and jump on it like a dog with a bone. Get in there and kill it. So, of course, Ramona said, driving? We weren't driving. Who's driving? No, we have drivers. I have never let Sonja drive drunk. Oh my goodness, who would ever drive drunk? I loved it. I was snickering. I hate that technique being used on me, and it looked like Aviva was about to blow a gasket. After that breakfast, I think we needed some comic relief. I was thrilled to see Mario and Carol playing with ping pong balls. I don't know what else to say about that scene. So let's move on to the abusive lunch, aka don't lie to daddy. So Aviva was feeding her father misinformation, or maybe it was the producers, I don't know. But somebody told George that everyone's picking on Aviva for her phobias. But I think we all know that that's not really the case. It's not about Aviva's phobias. It's about her judgmental, strident behavior, the really nasty name-calling. But George wasn't a party to this, so of course it's daddy to the rescue. This is a cautionary tale of parenting. When you coddle somebody their entire life and they really haven't had a lot they've had to deal with other than a horrific accident when they were young, they might grow up to be Aviva. Ouch. Now, I want to call Ramona out. She should gracefully have accepted the donation to the charity. Never let a charity suffer because of petty, gossipy drama. George had great intentions. He did. But in a way, he kind of sunk to his daughter's level by being persistent and kind of chasing Ramona around the party and then outside in the hallway with the name calling. But I have to say, who sends an 80-year-old man to do their dirty work? No, don't let daddy handle this. Go and do it yourself. Yikes. Okay, in closing, A few episodes back, I said I was afraid for Aviva. You know, Heather and Carol have businesses and careers to promote, and why did Aviva do the show? We don't know. Aviva might have been recognized as a sitting duck with nothing to lose but her character, like Kelly, like Jill, in some respects like me. I'm really afraid for Aviva, even more so than I was then. I don't know what she's going to take from this experience except heartache. I don't know. Well, what I do know is that I'm Alex McCord for RumorFix.com. Please let me know what you thought in the comments, and I will see you next Tuesday.